Give it a little squidge. See if we can get that sauce to run out. Oh, look at that. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're doing mushroom and halloumi cheeseburgers. It's a cracking recipe, and it's one of those recipes, you know, where you don't have to have a meat burger. The mushroom burgers are fantastic. We're using some huge mushrooms, and all we're doing, they've already been wiped down and cleaned up with some tissue, and we're just taking the stalks out. We don't want the stalks in. So we're going to get the mushroom, and we're going to put the mushroom on the bottom of our brioche bun and then stack it up. That is going to be like our meat burger. So one of these on a bun. Okay, what we need to do first is crack on and make up a sauce. We want a little burger sauce going on here. There's about 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise in there, and I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of whole grain mustard, tablespoon of honey, and we've got about a tablespoon of lemon juice. In it goes, and we're going to give it a good mix. So give it a good mix round. And that is going to be our mustard mayo sweetened sauce with honey with a little bit of a sidekick of lemon. Wow. Now you can put a bit of salt and pepper in here if you so wanted. But this is just our sauce. And we're going to salt and pepper our mushrooms. So what we're going to do is just slice through our tomato. We want a couple of big slices of tomato on there. Okay, so we've got a little bit of sliced red onion already, and I've got my halloumi cheese, which I've just sliced into 3 lots because I'm going to do 3 quick burgers. Before we get these fantastic mushrooms in our pan, we want to be giving them a little bit of a dusting with olive oil. Get the olive oil on there. Nice little bit on there. We're going to do both sides. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to cook the mushrooms gill side down first. We're going to put it so that it's that side down first. Let that cook in there. So on we go. And we're going to season this on here. A little bit of quick seasoning on here. Now we're going to save the olive oil because we want to olive oil our bread, brioche buns. So we want a little bit of seasoning on there and a little bit of pepper, and we want to get that in the pan. Now there's no particular way around to do this, but what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of olive oil in there before we actually heat up, and we're going to grill our cheese first. Let that heat up, and then we're going to put the cheese in and try and get a couple of scorch marks on there. Not that it really makes any difference because it's going inside the burger anyway, but you know, a bit of presentation. So when you've got your pan warmed, in with our cheese. Now to be careful with that one's a bit thinner. Now with halloumi cheese, it has quite a lot of water content in there from the milk and goat's milk. Okay, that should be about time to flip. Oh, perfect, look at that. That's what we're after. That's good enough. We want that cheese out of there. Just put it on a tray and it will go on our burger in a little minute. Mushrooms, gill side down. Now you can put a little bit of olive oil in there, help it along its way. Now, you know, if you did this on the barbecue grill, grilling this, you would have that lovely barbecued smoky flavour on all of this. But you know, it's still smoky enough. It's still going to catch and give that nice smoky flavour. So we're looking at about 5 minutes to cook the mushrooms. And don't worry about turning them, just turn them over. I'm a great believer in turning and not just leaving alone. You know, if you just leave alone, you cook and burn all one side but not the other side. So let's have these flipped and then we're going to flip them back again. Just look at those. Tip them back over again. Now what we're going to do is stick in the onions in the pan and then followed by the tomatoes. Now we're not cooking this any length of time. We're just going to loosen up the onions, put a little bit on there. And that's just to keep it fairly raw and crunchy inside, but loosen it up and put a little layer of flavour on the outsides. So we're not going to do it for long. Now of course you can leave the onions raw, that's up to you. So let's just give those a little flipping over. Lovely. So that's just loosened them up, softened them up, lost that rawness, so we're going to take those out of there. We're just going to flip those mushrooms again. Fantastic. In there with our tomato. And again, we're not cooking for any length of time. What happens when you actually put a tomato in like that and you put a little bit of a sear on it? It enhances the flavour. That's all we're doing. We want a big robust flavour to come from this. But again, no length of time. Flip it. We just got that little bit of a colour on there, look, and a little bit of a sear, which just enhances the tomato. So the tomato is still very much raw inside. So let's have that out of there very quickly. Mushrooms are cooked and we're just going to toast our brioche buns really, really quickly. And then we're plating up. Take your brioche bun and a little bit of olive oil on there. Do all the sides, all the insides, like that. And that's going to help crisp up, crunchy up our brioche bun. So in we go. Let's put a bit of colour on there. Just quickly flip them like that. I'm not going to flip the tops actually. Take them out. They're ready to go. Get that one in there. Look, we're only using a small pan. If you had a big griddle pan, you'll be on your way. Obviously, you'll be able to do quite a lot. Oof, they're hot. And then as soon as these are toasted, we are plating up. So quick this. Oh, and it's delicious. Okay, there's our brioche rolls, look. Lovely toasted on the inside. Let's put the tops to the back. And we want to be going on the usual burger way. We want a bit of that sauce on there. Nice and steady, get that on. Get your mushroom on. Wow, these are red hot. On we go. Hit it up with some cheese. Whoa, look at that. A little bit of onion on there, look. This one's unravelled, but that doesn't matter. A little bit of tomato. Come on. On there. And we want to dob in a rocket. Look at that. Just get some of that on there. Oh man, that looks special. Now you could have put the rocket on top of the sauce if you so wanted. That's up to you. Over the top with our brioche top. Give it a little squidge. See if we can get that sauce to run out. Oh, look at that. We've got to cut down there. Cut through our brioche bun, through all that onion, tomato, all the way through the cheese, all the way through the mushroom. Look at that. Just look at that. Brioche bun, sauce on there, mushroom, cheese, onion, tomato, rocket, brioche bun. Fantastic. Come on, here we go. We're going to get into this. Now the thing is with a brioche bun, these brioche buns, they're quite decent. You know, they're not squidgy burger buns. They're fantastic. Come on, we need to get in here. What does it taste like? We got to get into that mushroom at the bottom. Oh man. That is worth getting messed up for. That is delicious. That is really a knife and fork job. The cheese is fantastic. The mushrooms are really, really thick and beefy. I'm covered in sauce. Onions, tomato, rocket, brioche buns. What a combination. You know, sometimes I could be a vegetarian. Incredible. So if you like what we're doing, don't forget, with messy hands, a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Catch you in the next video.